podium. You two guys good over there?
Yes, sir.
Perfect.
Can you hold your credential? I need to leave a White House. Hold on. Thank you.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Right now, that would be. It just.
In the first quarter, we were part of the
No problem. They gotta get back. In case.
All right, really don't have any injuries to give you guys. Everybody finished the game. My hat goes off to Raheem, being a new coach here. The Atlanta Falcons are in great hands. They played hard, aggressive, good football, both sides of the ball. As far as the positive games, I was proud of our defense and how they stepped up that in that third and fourth quarter, the second half, and really I thought did a nice job. Chamari had a big game for us with 10 tackles and an interception there. 97, 98, whether it was a strip sack or the hit for the interception that Chamari had. I got a bunch of things here, but anyways, a lot of good stuff from the deal. And Bolton right there at the end, what a phenomenal play that was, and he kind of got the wind knocked out of him there and came back in the game and did a great job. On offense, Rasheed had 12 completions for 110 yards, a touchdown, and Steele, jumps in for Pacheco, and between EP, Ryan, and Ingram, they put together a nice game. Still had 17 carries for 72 yards, not bad for your rookie debut, and then our third downs were productive. I mean, we were 6 for 13 on third downs. And 2 big fourth down stops by the defense, and then Bucker was 3 for 3, which was good. Anyways, with that time period.
Andy, if you look at these 3 games this season, including tonight, and even going back to the playoffs last year, your team is the one making the plays at the end of the game. How do you explain that your ability to kind of get it done when you have to get it done?
I got to talk to our strength coaches. We got to get warmed up a little faster.
You mentioned the positives. What about the not so positives? What do you take from this game for you to work on this week?
Yeah, we got a ton of things to work on. So we'll work on that when we get back. So it's a normal week for us.
Are you surprised they didn't kick the field goal the first time down?
Yeah, no, listen, I mean, there's some tough decisions there, and it can go either way. I mean, it's he stayed aggressive. He's got a team that he's training with an aggressive attitude. So that's what they did.
Had you seen anything during the game that let you know you were going to be okay on those 2 defensive stops there, that you guys were going to be able to get it done?
Well, other than the confidence that we all have in each other. So we need to do a better job offensively on that last drive and not put the defense in that position. So, but we stepped up on the defensive side and did a nice job of holding them out of there.
Okay.
All right, good. All right, thank you.
So it's a 2-game lead. Yeah, we just left. I got a ways to go, but there's no loss. There was one series, we drew the ball 3 times. It's at 10. It's big enough. I was going to hear that. I watched. I looked at every single move. You don't loading dog. Everything but football. And the way he was kind of looking around, nobody broke up.
All right, thank you.
Text. You can still change it. Well, he's okay. He's over 18. He can change it. Juju knew you gotta go to that's the reason I gotta go to Savannah for Trump on Tuesday. Then we got 3. I had 3 baseball games. Now I got 2. And I was Tuscaloosa in that year. He said he was stupid too. You know, that will be no surprise. That's kind of my point. I knew he couldn't. He really walked. Of course he must have. He crashed going downhill on his first day riding it. What his first day? No? He was going to sell it. He was, yeah. I don't know about you. A little reduced price of the 18. I don't understand the electric bike thing. So you pedal the charge on the battery or something. Yeah, that's how many calories you burn going down the electric bike? I mean, let's be honest.
Hey, this Lawrence. Is it up now?
Who's all been here? Just Andy or just Reed?
No.
Did he say he would have kicked the field goal if it was him? No, he said it was.
I didn't know that.
He didn't answer that question.
You didn't think it? I didn't have that. It's easy and I mean, it's nice to say, but so much time left. It's like over 4 or 5 weeks. I'm watching. Yeah. And they would give, you know, the else. I get the meetings and I watch. Yeah. I don't know. I can see it. This is it. All right, guys. Go ahead. Fire away.
Patrick, you were kind of going into the unknown at running back tonight. You didn't know a whole lot about Carson Steele. That's not your T line. Are you surprised at all what you got from those guys tonight?
I'm not. I mean, I think both those guys have practiced hard, had a lot of trust there. Obviously, you lose some of that juice that Isaiah has. I mean, no, there's not a lot of people that are that fired up after every run and can run like that. I thought the guys did a great job. And then at the end of the day, I think the O-line took it upon themselves to accept the challenge. And, I mean, if you saw how the game went in those long drives, their defense was staying back, and they were letting us – they're going to force us to run the football and throw it short. And we did that good enough to get the win.
I think like on that first drive, you didn't get exactly what you wanted. I just wonder if you could evaluate that drive as a whole and the interceptions.
Yeah, I saw the cover zero. We had a miscommunication with the how we were going to pick up the pressure. And then I can't force it once it doesn't. I mean, I was going to high-low the corner and Trav and 83 and try to beat Simmons, but with the ball. But obviously got sped up a little bit, but you can't force it. I mean, those are mistakes that you can't make in the red zone. And it seems like I make it to Simmons every time I play him.
Hey, Patrick, I know it's early, but given how these 3 games have gone for you guys, what are you learning about the identity of this particular team?
Yeah, I mean, we haven't played good. I mean, really all 3 games. We've been able to win. I mean, that speaks to the character of the team, the grit, how we've been in these situations before. But I'll speak especially offensively and myself, I feel like I haven't played very well. And that's not a stats thing. I just feel like I'm missing opportunities whenever they're out there and not throwing the ball in the exact spot I want it to be at. So it's fundamentals, putting our guys in the right position, and then we got to execute at a higher level offensively. If teams are going to make us drive the field, we have to prove that we're able to do that, and I'm sure we'll get a lot of the same this next week with the Chargers.
How do you improve on that? You play on the field?
Yeah, I mean, I think just footwork stuff. I got to get my base right. I think I'm trusting my arm too much in some of those throws. Even the first throw of the game, I just kind of flick it and kind of off balance and don't hit Rasheed going down the seam there. So it's just I got to get back to my fundamentals, and then that's stuff that I go through sometimes, not usually early in the season like this, but luckily for me, I'm not playing my best football, and we're still getting wins. So I got to get better to make the offense better. Yeah, I mean it's crazy because teams still. I mean, the respect factor they have for Travis is just unreal. I mean, it's well deserved, but I mean, we're calling a lot of plays for Travis, and it's like 2 or 3 people are going to him. So, I mean, he understands. I think that's the great thing about him is he wants to make an impact in the game, but he wants to win at the end of the day. And I'm going to try to do my best to keep feeding him the ball whenever he's there, whenever he's open. But, I mean, I think the more Rasheed makes plays, the more we're able to run the football, the more we can get Worthy involved. I think that's going to open Travis up more. I mean, people are really emphasizing trying to take him away, and it's getting other guys open.
You talked about Rasheed.
Which one are you on here?
What do you think of that Falcons defense and what kind of challenges?
Yeah, I mean, they're well coached. 2 great safeties, great corners, and they do a good job of executing. I mean, obviously, their goal was to make us drive the field, and they did that, and they made the big turnover there in the red zone. That's a good football team, and I expect them to get better and better because whenever you bring a lot of different pieces in, it takes a little bit to get going throughout the season. But that's going to be a team that's going to make a lot of noise as the season goes on.
Steve, you talked about Rasheed. He's unlocking a new version of himself, it seems like, every week. Does he surprise you at all from his progression from week to week?
Honestly, no. I mean, I see it every day. I mean, he's pushing himself. I mean, there's always still little things that you want to continue to work on. But, I mean, he's a guy that's going to make plays happen, and he's done a great job of when they're putting all that attention on Travis, he's making stuff happen underneath. And, I mean, I'm sure defenses are going to start adjusting to try to put some more coverage towards him, and that's when Travis will make plays, and that's when Worthy will make plays or Juju or whoever that is. And so he's a legit number 1 receiver. I mean, you see that every single week. He's making more and more plays. And so, I mean, I'm super proud of what he's done already, but I think he has another level he can even unlock.
Last one, Sam. What was your perspective of Nick Coleman's play there?
Yeah, I mean, great play. I mean, I think it was very similar. He's talked about it was very similar to the play they ran on the goal line. He recognized it, shot his shot, and made a play. I mean, the defense has made a couple of those plays. We got to be better offensively at converting some first downs and run the clock out. But it helps when you have a defense that's able to been in those moments before and make those big plays. And it's a team game, and we're winning games. And I feel like we're going to start getting better and better each and every week.
Okay, thanks, Patrick.
Somebody else did see that.
You know what? We're just doing what we can do.
There you go. We don't. Some people think that's it, but the reporters think it's you think there's one more time? Adam, are you here? Recovery?
All right, guys. We're gonna move quick because we got Rasheed coming to us.
What you see on that play is it looked like at least some similar action potentially to the 3 backs that they run. Just kind of
in the red zone, they kind of ran something similar, but they had 3 backs. He's a tight end, a full blocker, and my lineman, I probably should have been cheated over just a little bit more and brought Leo with me. Would have had me and Leo hitting him on the goal line and probably pushed him back. I came out with a similar play, except they only had 2 backs this time instead of 3. They just put the other dude on the line of scrimmage, so I kind of saw that. cheated over a little bit. It's like a rule around the locker room, man. If a tight end's blocking 54, man, he's going to set the edge for you. So I saw Leo set the edge. I just kind of went off his butt, and I made a play.
So you recognized it before the snap?
Oh, yeah. Coach had a great call, man. We put the big D lineman in there. And those guys got vertical, and I just shot my gun.
Some guys in the locker room were saying that they may have thought that they checked into that. Could you tell that they were communicating that they may go off of something?
No, ball on the line, me on the line, man. They get 7 the ball. I don't think they were going to check anything. I think 25 is going to be the lead blocker on that play, and I didn't get the ball to 7 on that one.
Nick, what did you see in the game that led you to believe maybe you guys could get those 2 stops you got at the end?
Yeah, man, you got faith in your work, man. We talk all week, man. Kind of go late in game, situational football. I pride ourselves on that, and I'm trying to be prepared, man. 2 minute, 4 minute, whatever we have, man. Go out there and execute, and trying to find ways to win. Just trust the work, trust the things you do throughout the week, trust the keys, trust everything you've been putting in since training camp, and it just came out, and now we're kind of working our favor today.
Nick, it seemed like you got hurt late or early in the fourth quarter on that tackle on the outside.
Yeah.
Can you just walk us through what the issue was and sort of what led you to turn to the game?
Yeah, man. Early in the game, I think he threw the ball down, like a cross dog or something like that, and Drew got in his face, and he tried to throw the ball close to the running back. I tried to make a catch on it, ended awkward. Went to the sideline, got some work done, and I was good enough to go back out there and play, man. I part those guys a lot because when I was down, man, it kind of gave me a chance to get back in there and make that play. Without them guys holding it down for those extended plays, man, I wouldn't be there in that position. So,
was it hip? Was it a back? What was the trainer sort of looking at?
Yeah, man, I think I was kind of in between, man. I got my lower back a little bit, just kind of landed awkwardly. Just kind of work it out as we get through this week.
Nick, are you in read and react mode on that 4th down, or are you darting up there no matter what?
I was a little bit of read and react, man, but I kind of just trust the keys, trust my eyes, trust the play call we had, and where the ball was going to end up going. If it did, it would be a run play.
So you decided before the snap that you are going?
Yeah, I already knew where I was going on the snap. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks,
Yep,
Nick.
we're good. Yep, thank you.
All right, guys, we're going to take 3 quick questions. So, Steve, fire away.
Appreciate you guys, Patrick, about your progression from week to week, man. Do you feel like you're advancing in each week?
Yeah, I do. All of it starts in practice. Starting on Tuesday, first day of practice. Even in the meeting room, just take everything serious and don't get too comfortable.
Rasheed, it seemed like the short stuff was open again this week. I wonder if you could take us through what you saw in the Falcons defense and just how specifically you were able to exploit that.
Yeah, they played a lot of zone. They kind of gave us a lot of different looks, but they were still zone. Basically meaning if I got to the other side of the field, as long as I found, space in the middle of the field, Pat would be able to find me.
Rasheed, how's it feel to have people recognize what you're doing for what's happening on the field versus the other thing off the field?
It feels great.
Nate?
2 questions real quick, Rasheed. Just what do you think of Carson Steele's performance, first time starting, and how good are you guys getting when a team does blitz because they're playing so much zone?
Yeah. Well, first off, super proud of Carson. He's been balling out, showing it in practice every day, showing up to work hard. And then, as far as the second question, we're just focusing on ourselves. Everything's going to start, week by week as far as, taking on new opponents.
We'll do one more to Sam. Go ahead.
Rasheed, Patrick came in here and said he doesn't think he's played well through the first 3 weeks. I just wondered what your perspective is on his reaction when that is the case and his ability to respond.
I love that just because, he's the greatest quarterback I've ever played with. So, whenever he feels like he hasn't had a great game, I feel the same way. So we just got to get back to practice so we can do better together.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, guys, that's it for today.
My bad.